Okay, good evening, everyone. How are you doing today? Good evening, online. Online, good evening. Can you hear me? Yeah, good evening. Yeah, my voice is gone. Really? So you might be telling, sir, please go and send our Ria, sir, not you. Okay, so hope everyone are doing good. So please bear with my voice. Okay. Okay. So in our last class, what did we discuss in our last class? Terraform, right? Have you done the practice on it? You're comfortable? Super. How about you online? Okay. So what did we learn in our last class? We learned about what is Terraform, what is the benefits of it, what is the usages, right? And we know how to install Terraform, and we have seen, yes, iPad, IV pad, right? IV pad. So what are those IV pad? In it, validate, plan, apply, and then destroy. Okay. And also we discuss about the format of the code, right? So we discuss about providers, different types of files, variables, outputs, providers, main.tf. So you're all comfortable with all those things? Hmm? Super. Okay. So yeah, voice will not be same all the time, right? So that too, I'm fasting, and on top of it, actually all cold items I will never do or drink and eat. Like I don't take cool drinks. I don't take ice creams, nothing. Because why? I like it. But if I sip it, is a problem. Yeah. So that is not only with me. Most of the trainers have the same problem because we have our voice box will be heated up all the time because we talk and talk and talk continuously, right? No, no, no. No, Abhishek, not transverse problem. So yesterday, not yesterday after, I think evening, this time, so I sipped a little bit of one, what someone gave me, fruity, chilled one. I said, no, boss, no, I don't want. No, you will not be taking, right? If I give, you don't take it, right? He said, Arey, no, Baba, not like that, please. No, no, you have to take it here. This is iftar, you have to take it. No, I don't drink it. So I just sip like this. Morning, done, gone. Why? No, actually. So uh, even though I don't want to give you the break. So because we are in the nice, what do you call, heated up in the DevOps already. So that's fine. Let's go, Aramse. but it's visible. I mean, it's you're hearable, right? Audible, right? Pleasant, right? Not no. Okay, fine. Okay. Yeah, Sumalika, I'll give it to you. Sure. All right. So that is what we have learned in our last class. We have installed. Okay, let me quickly install it also. And then we need to add one role, right? Okay. So Terraform is also installed. Nice. Okay, just a quick recap on what we have learned in our last class. Do you see this? We have seen init, and also we have seen inside what are the directories it will create, right? So if you do the init terraform directory will get created. So what does it contain? It contains the plugins and provider version information. Everything will be under .terraform directory. And also there will be a log file will be created, right? What is the name of the log file? Terraform dot, right? So that HCL file will be there, right? So what does it contain? It contains the version information, right? Okay. So and also there is also one more file, state file. Have you seen that state file also? So whenever you run any Terraform template, so automatically create what? State file. What is state file? It contains the entire information about the actual state. What's that? Actual state. Actual state, current state, same or not? So, so whatever the Terraform has created, that entire information will be inside the state file. And then how many times you have deployed, or I mean applied or destroyed, every entire information will be inside that state file. So we need to keep the state file very carefully or not. And we have seen local file and then remote files also, local state, remote state. So you can keep the Terraform file in your local also, you can keep it in S3 also, but we haven't done S3 wala, but we have done only in the local. So so this is the main file provider. What is this provider called? Block. What is AWS called? Label. What is that inside called? Arguments. So we have seen all these things, and then we have launched the EC2 instance also. We have seen what is the state file. We have seen local state, remote state, right? And then we have seen Terraform state list also. Have you seen it? Yeah. Current state, desired state we have seen, and then count argument also we have seen. Count 5. If you do count 5 and then do the state list, it will give 0, 1, 2, 3, and all, right? And then you can delete that particular, whatever the target that you want, you can delete it or not. And you can use single target also, you can use multiple target also. So this is what we have learned in our last class. And today, let's go with the variables concepts. Which one? So variables, can you give me a minute? All right, so variables. So we have learned as so many times about the variables. Remember, in Jenkins we have learned, in Kubernetes we have learned, right? Yes or no? So where what is a variable? Which holds a value. That can be static value or that can be a dynamic value. Yes or no? Similarly, A is equal to 5, B is equal to 5. So A is a variable name and variable, and the value is 5. Here also, we will be using the variables, and there are different types of variables are available. Different types. Number one, so that not number one. So we have different types of variables. For example, AMI ID is equal to, we'll put the ID or not. What's that AMI? It's a variable. Instance type, we'll put it. So we'll declare the variable and then we'll give the value to the variable or not. Yes. So here also variables are used to make configurations more dynamic and reusable. Because in Terraform, we'll be using these variables a lot. It's all about variables only, no? Because how does the Terraform knows the values? It doesn't know what type of machine that you need, what type of AMI that you use, what type of how much volume you use. Everything is through the variables. VPC will create. If you want to create VPC, directly can you create it? No, right? You need to give what? VPC cider value you need to give or not? Subnet, if you want to create a subnet, you give the cider value or not? So everything you need to give a cider value. So these are all what comes under variable. So these are all comes under what? Variable. Okay. So Terraform variables are a core feature that allows you parameterize your Terraform configurations. Yes or no? So we'll be doing a lot of things here. And mainly what we have is here, we have something called 3 types of variables mostly. What are those? 3 types. What are those? Input variable, output variable, local variable. Say that one again. Online, put it in the chat. As I told you, 2 days, especially 2 days class, little bit coding we'll be showing it. So yesterday I just gave you the smell of the Terraform, but here today let's go a little bit more deeper. Okay, so we'll talk about the variables. You should know, my people, you people should know definitely about all kind of variables. I'll teach it slowly. Okay. So what is input variable? What is output variable? What is local variables? We will see one by one. Okay. So for example, input variable meaning this allows you to pass values into Terraform configurations. Let's say, as I said, AMI is equal to AMI ID. All these all what? Input variables. Output variables meaning, let's say you have one file and you created Elastic IP, and you have another file where you need Elastic IP. Both are same files or different files? Different files, right? So if the second file wants to leverage the Elastic IP, then we can send the output variable. What's that? Output. Input variable meaning you're giving inside the configuration. Output meaning that will be the input for the another file. We'll see all these things. Okay. So read with me. There are different types of variables, Anna. Can you tell me? Number one, string. Say that everyone online, put in the chat. What is that? String. String meaning hello, world, everything will come under the string or not? Next one is what here? Number. You know variable. Number meaning here any kind of number that you put. Next one is that bool or boolean. So boolean value means either true or false. For condition purpose, we'll go for it. And then list. What's that? List meaning what? Order list, collection of items or elements. So what is that? A, B, C, D. All these values will come under what here? List. Say that. List. Next one is what here? Map. Say that. Map meaning here you have a key and then value for it. So we are mapping or not? So whenever you are putting just only A, B, C, D like this, right? And then we call it as list. Whenever you're mapping key and value, we call it as what here? Map. And then what we have here? Set. Say that. Set is also similar like list only, like ABC, but it has, we'll talk. So basically set will have a unordered collection and it is unique. This object and tuple, let's keep it aside. It's not good to talk about this now. But let's go one by one here. But meanwhile, Should we go and configure our Terraform stuff first of all? Yeah, code is everything is same, no? So we'll take a small this one, and then we'll create that main.tf. Let's configure it. Okay. So what we need to do first? Terraform. We need to do. Okay. See here, Terraform got initialized here, and we have that dot Terraform also created here. Okay. And then let's go and write one by one what is the variables concept here it is. The first thing here we're talking about is list. Which one? And then also we'll use something called length of the list. What's that? So I'll write one small code, and then you tell me what is the output of it. Okay. That'll be fun while doing it, right? Okay. See here now. So the variable should be declared like this. Say that variable, and what's the variable name? Let's call it as fruits. Say that. Let's call it. So let's go with the normal layman language. Okay. Like how we learn in college days. Okay. In flower buckets. So what is a variable? Variable is also a block or not? And then what's the name of the variable you are giving here? Fruits. Thank you. Okay. So type. What is the type of the variable I'm using here? List. Say that. And then in that list, I'm using what? String. I'm using what here? String. No need to be a coding language. I'm just a normal human readable language. Okay. And then we need to give the values, right? So the string here, I'm just giving the default string list. Always go with the square brackets here. And then we'll give the values. Can you tell me a fruit here? I call it as apple. Huh? Banana. And then I go with cherry. Okay. Huh? Fruit. Ah. Ah. Mangoes. Yeah. We have mangoes tota in our hometown. Yeah. So these are the default things that we have wrote here. Right? Okay. Okay. Yeah. And then let's send the output. What is that? Output. This time, what's the output I'm saying is, I want the length list here. You can give any name here. Length. Okay. So here value, I'm saying length of. If you want to call a variable, what's the variable name here? Fruits. So you need to put var dot fruits. What's that? Okay. Now tell me what will be the output was. See this code and tell me what is the output of it. It's a normal thing. What is it? Okay. So you're thinking that we are printing the items here. So you are thinking that apple, banana, cherry will come. Yes or no? But here, what I'm giving here, length meaning it gives the number. So that means how is the output here? 3 is the output. Understood here? So here, what is the thing here? The thing is here, what is the variable you are giving here? Fruits. Inside that type, what is the type of the variable here? List of string. What is that now? List of string. So that meaning in this list, what I'm giving the string values here. What I'm giving here, string values. And what is the output? Output, and you can give any name here. Value is equal to length of var dot fruits. Var meaning it's a variable. I'm calling which one here? Var dot fruits. So whatever is there inside this fruits block, so it will give the length of it. So what will be the answer for it? 3. You understand this code? Everyone? Online? Okay. So tell me how to run this. First, what we do? Terraform, FMT. Next, Terraform, validate. Not required, but we are just checking everything is fine or not. What is that? Terraform, plan. Is it creating any infrastructure? Let's do. Terraform plan. So, and so it's already have given something called list length is what? 3. So if I do Terraform what here? Apply -- approve. What's that? Okay. Auto approve. The output will be 3. So now with this command, do you see the list length is how much we got here? So with this, what you understood? Cat main.if. With this, you know how to output a variable value. And you know how to input the value, variable input value with what here? List of string. So that meaning here, can I put server 1, server 2, server 3 also like this? And this list element is 0. List element is 1. List element is 2. If I want to print, I can print only 0 element. I can print 1 element, 2 element. So guys, I'm teaching you slow from basic here. So now you understand this code. Now I'll give you multiple examples for you. Okay, let me write one more. Let's move this main dot to which one? Main 1 dot tf. So let me write one more main. Okay. So this one more variable. Which one I'm using here? Fruits only. Which one? Variable. You tell me. In here, what interview? Fruits. Next. Tell me what you should do for brackets. Here, first you need to look at what type of this. This is what type? List. What type of this? Okay. Default. So what are the values for this? So here I'm giving, what is that? Apple. And another one is what you said? Mangoes. Mangoes. Okay. And this is a variable block I have written. And let me go and write one more variable. Tell me now. One more block. Variable. Give the variable name. I call it as veggies. Next type. What type is this? List. Next default. So tell me veggies. Onions. What is that? Tomatoes. Okay. So this is the thing I have wrote. Okay. Now I have how many blocks are there? Variable blocks? 2. How many variables are there here? How many variables are there? 2. What are the 2 variables? Fruits and veggies. Those are 2 variables and it has their values or not? Now I'm writing an output here for you. Tell me. Yes, you need to give the data type. Okay. So here output. I'm not writing the output name here because you will find out, right? I'll say I call it as sample. So I'm writing here value. I need to output. I need to print the value. So what here is I'm using concat. Say that. So I'm concatenating. What are the 2 variables I'm concatenating here? So how need to print the variable? Var dot. Which one? Var dot. Which one? Roots, comma, and then var dot wedges. Now tell me what it will print. What will print if I run this? Previously, I used length. Here, I'm using what? What is the meaning of concat? Combine. What is that? So what it will print now? Tell me the output. Apple, mangoes, onions, tomatoes. It will print all four or not? Because what you're doing here, you are concatenating, right? So let's run it. Terraform. Apply. Okay, somewhere variable name fruits are already declared in. When, okay. So what will print? Can you see that here? What did it print here? It print apple, mangoes, onions, and then tomatoes. Guys, everyone understood? Now see the command. Now see the code here. What it does. It compiled multiple lists into a single list or not? You understood? Previous one, we have seen the length, right? And then here we have seen what here? Concat. What's that? Concat. So now let's modify the code one more time. And I'll delete the wedges block. Okay. I've given apple and then mangoes. And I'll add one more. Tell me. Banana. Okay. So sample here, I'm writing something like this. You tell me what it does. Huh? Tell me what it'll print now. What it'll print? Apple or mangoes? What it'll print? Apple or mangoes? Should we run this? What's the output here? Mangoes. Now understood? So if you want to get, let's say for example, in real time, T2 micro, T2 small, T2 medium, you have given in the list. So now you want to call one of the item and pass it to the another variable to launch EC2 instance with that element. Can we give it like this? Yes or no? So element meaning we have given the array list 0. The index will start with what here? Length will start with 0, 0, 1, 2 and all. Right? So element and then you can declare, you can call the variable and then you can give the position number. So position number 1, that meaning the second mangoes here. Clear? Online you're getting now? Online you're getting it, please. Getting it clear? Okay. So one more I'm writing here. This time I'm not writing fruits. I'm calling it as what? Case. I'm slowly entering now, right? Case. So here also, okay. And here I write what? What is that? Values. Which one? Values. So type list. What type? Here I'm writing what? String. Here a list. What type? I'm writing here any. Let it give any. So here in the string, I'm giving keys, and then here I call it as name and then age. Name and then age. And here I call it as my name and then and my okay, why should I put my age? No, I'll just put only 16. Okay. So why I have given any, now you understood? On the top, why I have given string, and the bottom, why I have given any. You understood why? Because in this list, I have only string. But whereas in this list, I have string and number also. Understood? Yeah. So as it is number, take that out because it is the number. Correct, correct. Guys, first we need to put the wrong and then you need to understand from that. Okay. Okay. So what's the output? Here, output. So now do you see here? Here I'm giving the name and here is the name. Here I'm giving the age and here it is age. Now I need to print this. So if you want to print, here we use something called zip map. Say that. So value here, I'm using something called zip map. Say that, huh? Zip map. And then what do you want to print? Tell me. Var dot. You need to use keys. And then here var dot values. So now if you put, can you tell me what it will print now? You're getting it. The smell of the code little bit, right? So should we go and execute this? Hmm. So what it shows here, name is equal to Riaz and age is equal to what it does? Mapping. What it does? Understood, Nana? So cat main dot tf. So I have given the name. It has mapped with Riaz. I have given the age. It has mapped with 16. Output it will show like that. That's fine. Online, you're getting it. So what are the things that we have learned till now? Tell me. What are the different types of lists? Yes, Sumalika, correct. First we used length, concat. Next, element. What's that element? And then what? Zip map. Say that. Zip map. So do you understood, guys, here? So guys, instead of writing, can I copy paste the code now? Huh? Yes or no? With your permission, online, everyone. Instead of writing, can I take the sample code and then paste it? So we have given, okay, zip map and this one. Tell me what is doing. What it will print? It will print. What is the value? That's the answer. You will understand. Even though you're from non-technical, don't get scared with the code. If you try little bit, you can easily understand. But no need to write all these things. But you need to understand the logics. So here, what is that I'm using here? Lookup. Say that. So here, lookup. So here, I'm using what here? Map. What is that? So we have used string, right? I mean, we have used list also, right? And now here using what? Map. What is that here? Map. So map of string here, name is equal to Venki, age is equal to 50. Now you are looking up, which one you are looking up? Var dot my app. So in this my app block, my map block, inside that, which one you are looking? Name. So that meaning in this, if you say var dot my map, that means it will go to this block. Inside this, it will look up to the name and it'll print the value for it. Nice. Okay. Now let's move on. Let's go in. What it printed here? Wink. Getting it? I'm just showing different types of variables here. Okay. Nice. Let's try this, guys. See this. Here I'm using what here? Which function? Join. What is the output? Uh, how? Say. Apple in single line. What will be there in between? Comma will be there. That is what I wrote it here. No. So it will join this entire variable. Whatever is there in the variable var.fruits, whatever inside, it will join all these things and put what inside? Put here. Comma. Good. You see this? Apple, comma, banana, comma, cherry. Now you're getting confidence a little bit. Huh? Who are you? Developers. Very nice. Okay. Very good. Tell me this. Yes, Ranjan. Almost same. Huh? What it will print? Value is equal to what it will print? Huh? Elias, Bob, Charlie. So it will remove the duplicate. How do you got to know that? Because here we are using unique, right? So to list, what I'm using here? To list. If you go for the to list here, so it will give the unique values. Do you understand now? Understood? Online is clear till here. Online is clear, please. Which one? This we are using to list. List is not. To list unique. Okay, nice. Okay, so let me go now. Now at least you understand how you are able to see the code and then you are telling the outputs for it. Now I'll take a real example of our EC2 instances and you need to tell me what will be the output for it. Okay. but I need to delete few things because I wrote everything clearly. Close your eyes and then I'll. Okay. Now use the concept that we have learned and then tell me the output for it. Screen freezer. I'm not doing anything. I'm asking you what is output, Abhishek. Terraform is all about understanding the code. Okay, let's go see. What is a variable name? Instance underscore tags. And what type is this? Map. That meaning if we are mapping or not. What is the what is the variable here? Name. And what's the value for this? Web server. And here is env. And this is protection. So can I say this is key and this value? Yes or no? This is key and this is value. Let's come to that whatever you know. So value is equal to keys. What I'm using here? Keys. Var dot this instance underscore tag. Can you tell me inside this instant underscore tags block, what are the keys for you? Name env. And what here bottom is what will print? Web server prod. Understand? Okay. Now what is doing here? Instance name. Okay, now you understand this two, right? Let's see the output of this two first. Okay, so what is printed? What are the keys it printed? Name and then env. What are the values it printed? Production and then web server. Yes or no? No. See here. So what are the keys here? What are the keys here? Name env. So it printed name and then env or not in case. So can we print? Can you print a keys also or not? Can you print the keys separately? You can print the values separately. So which one you have used for that? Keys. Say that keys of var dot instance tags block. And then if you want to print values, also you can put it. And next one, it is here printing instance name. So instance name, what it is printing here? Web server. What is printing? So what is there in instance name here? What is the key? It is asking the key. What is the value of this? You're getting it. What's the value for it? Var dot instance tag. So for this tag, name is equal to what we are printing here? Web server. And can you tell me what is printing here? Instance underscore tags meaning it will print the entire map. So entire map meaning it will print the entire map. Now, now see the code. This block is clear for you. This block is clear. So what this block is doing, variable instance tag. What is the name of the block here? Instance underscore tags. Inside, if I want to, okay, now tell me if I want to print just var dot instance underscore tags, what it will print? It will print everything or not? That is what the first one is. So here value is equal to var dot instance tag. Are you putting anything here next to the tags? No. Now you started putting name. What is the value of the name? That will print. And then next you're putting here keys of. So keys meaning it will print only the keys. What are the keys here? Name and then name. It will print only name and name. And here you are printing the values. It will print the web server and then production. Understood? Okay, ma. Non-IT, non-IT, clear? Online, getting it. Please see, whenever we are going for the Terraform, don't try to think that to get everything here. It's the first time code you are seeing it, right? So first try to concentrate on the logics. First try to understand the logic. I'll give this code to you. Go home, sit and try to understand and then try to get the output from it. Try to understand the logic. No, online, is this clear till here? Okay. So let's go over with your real example now. So those are all the few variable types that I have showed to you, right? Let's go with our actual real Terraform code. Okay. I removed it. Okay. So what we do is now, let's go and then write little bit code. But this time in our yesterday's class, what we did, we gave the provider AWS provider region information AP South -1. And then what we do, we have given the resource AWS underscore instance, my instance, and then we have given the values. AMI ID is equal to count is equal to, you have given, yes or no? You remember, or you want me to show the code? Sorry. Okay, see this one here. So this provider block is clear for you. And then resources AWS underscore instance, right? So this is a resource and this is a resource type. What is that? Resource type. And what is this? Label. What is that? Label. And then here what we have, count is equal to 5. Count is a variable or not? What is the value for it? And AMI is a variable or not? This is the value. And then instance type is a variable and this is the value. Yes or no? But instead of giving here details directly, let us put it as a variable now. Separate variables. For that, let's write a code. So main.tf. Okay. What is the first one? What is that? Provider in brackets AWS. Which one? Put the flower brackets. Here what I need to write? Region is equal to which one? AP minus South -1. This is the provider block. And now I'm not creating the resource directly. Let us give the variables now. What's that? Let's go and create variable blocks. So let's create a variable block for which one? Instance count. Say that. So instance count, AMI instance type. Which one? Let's go with the first one. What is that? Instance count. Tell me the variable block. How do you write? Variable. And what is the name here? Instance underscore count. Okay. Okay, inside this, can I give the description? So you can wish, you can give any description here. This is the count of instances. Okay. Okay. So what is the type? This is count, right? So count what type is it? What? Number. Okay. And then how much you are giving? For example, 3. Do you understand this variable block? You understand this variable block? Everyone, online please. You are giving the variable name instance underscore count. Okay. And description you are giving. Type is number and default how much it is. How much values you are giving? 3. Now, similarly, please tell me the another variable block for instance underscore AMI. Tell me. Right. Variable. Which one? Instance underscore AMI brackets. And then here, description. So description, you can put anything. Instead of that, can I put star? Your wish. You can write anything. Right? Not to waste time. Next, type. What type is this? AMI. String. Next, default. So AMI ID we need, right? String will be always in the double quotes, right? So AMI ID, let's take one AMI ID. If the TFRs, that is different. Let's go later on that. Okay, I have given the default here. Guys, okay, that is another variable block. Tell me one other variable block for instance type. You tell me, I'll write. Variable. Here everything is important. Double quotes, you said tell. Double quotes. In double quotes, what is that? Instance underscore type. Flower brackets. Here, description. Description. Okay, you can give anything. And next, what is the type for this? Instance type is also string. Next, default. Which one? T2. Good. You are understand. Now you understand how to write the variables. Next, I need for instance name. Tell me. Variable. Instance underscore. Remember, you cannot write space like this. In Terraform, I told you, I wrote in that, right? Everything will be concatenated using a underscore. So instance name, curly braces, description is equal to, you can give anything. Next instance name, type is what? String. And default, what is the name of the instance? Your wish you can write. In AWS, you will get the name tag. What is the name of it? My instance. Okay, go for my instance. Okay. Is it clear till here? Can you tell me how much? Okay, first I'll save it and I'll do FMT. Terraform FMT. So VI main.tf. How many variables you have declared? 1, 2, 3, and then 4. You declare the variables, right? Okay, now let's create the EC2 instance with that variables here. So if you want to create an EC2 instance, what's the block you need to write? Resource block. What is that? Resource. Resource. What's the resource type? AWS underscore instance. This one you cannot use the same name because you get from the documentation. Okay. And then label name you can put anything. What's the label name? You can put my instance. You can give any name. Okay. Here I you will get confused, right? Here, I call it as Terraform server. Okay. Okay, label name you have given like this. See here. Now the maza aega. See, what are the variables that you have given? Count, AMI, instance type, instance name. Four things, right? You know how I'll get. So count should be always, the argument is what? Count. We should not change this. And count. What is the value that you should pass? Huh? What is the count here you are given? So how do you pass it here? Should I put 3? If I put 3, what is the purpose of variables? So you need to call the variable block here. So how do you call? Var dot. Very good. Var dot. What is the variable name you have given for count? Instance. Huh? Underscore count. Okay. So instance underscore. Fantastic. Now, what's the next argument here is AMI. That's one, that AMI you should not change it. The argument is standard. Okay, next call var dot instance underscore AMI. Next call instance underscore type. Which, what is that? Var dot instance underscore type. Next, what is another one? Last one. For that, instance name here is tags, no? Instance name is a tag. So you need to pass like this. Tags is equal to, in brackets, name. Name is key value, right? Key value. Tag is always what? Key and value. What's the key I'm writing here? Name. What's the value? What's the value that you have given? Var dot instance underscore. Fantastic. You wrote the code. You wrote the bloody big code. Understood? Happy? Subhash is, sir, yes. Simple. तो शुरू हुआ है बस शुरुआत है भाई ऑनलाइन इज क्लियर ना फॉर यू okay so let's what we do first of all terraform fmt so first of all terraform we'll validate because we wrote everything with our hands right so there might be chances that there will be syntax errors spelling mistakes right so it's success so yeah my fingers are good it went fine so just in case let's say I'll show you one thing. Here, I told you this count AMI instance underscore type, these arguments are standard. You should not change it. So just in case you have changed something called here, see, instances you have put. What's that? We have a habit of putting instances. Okay. Let's say you put like this and then you validate. You get an error or not? Let's see. It says the error. How to troubleshoot the errors? Do you see what it says? Unsupported argument. Whatever is there in the flower brackets, everything is an argument. Whenever he says about something called argument, so directly you need to go, which one? Left side wala. Count AMIs are all arguments, right? Can you give your own names? Arguments, can you give your own names? No. Variable names, can you give your own names? Yes. Okay. Now we understand. It clearly says line number 45 and it clears instances underscore type. It clearly shows here. Understood? Okay. Now what I need to do, I just need to go and remove it. Okay. But here I put yes. Can I give it like this? Can I give it like this? Online. Online, no. It should help me. I cannot ask Ayan again with this throat. We can give. Huh? Let's say IT versus non-IT. Answer is no. IT is yes. Subhashu, no or yes, sir? So everyone are Rajesh in try, sir. I'll try macha. We'll try. Sir, why all these things, sir? You try first. Okay. Okay. So I clear it and then Terraform validate. Success or error? Error. Very good. So you said error. Now it clearly says reference to undeclared input variable. Variables are three types: input variable, output variable, local. Whatever we are giving is what? Input variables. Which one? So see, reference to undeclared. Say that. Undeclared. Did you declare? Declare meaning what? First on the top variable we have given the names, right? So here it clearly says line number 45, instances underscore type is not declared anywhere. What did you declare on top? Instance underscore type. And then here you are giving instances. Did you declare that variable? That's why it said it is undeclared. So let's go here and then just remove that. Yes. Possible errors. This is called troubleshooting, right? Clear Nana here, everyone? So if I run this, what will happen now? If I do Terraform apply, what will do? It will launch the, how many? 3 EC2 instances or not? Exactly. So if you don't want to run, simply what you need to do, if you want to run again, you need to destroy or not? Simply what you do? If you do plan, unnecessarily it will not create for me, right? You apply. You apply. I will not apply because do you see here? It clearly says just that how many machines will be here? 3 machines will be added with all the same names here. Okay, let's do no problem. We again you'll say, sir, you didn't apply it, huh? Let's go and apply. Okay. How many machines got created here? How many indexes are there? 3, 0, 1, 2. Created. So how to list it? Terraform state. Fantastic. Terraform state list. So whatever is there in that state file, whatever the resources it has created, everything will be listed using the state list. Fantastic. Good one. Yes, that Sunanda will come to that point later, Nana. Okay, we can connect also. We can use something called provisioners. We'll talk about it. Okay, now, guys, see here. So we have our main.tf. Listen carefully. And we have our state file. And that is the backup for it. It will launch in management control. Dinesh, yes, sir. If I go here and refresh it, how many machines will be there now? 3 machines. Do you see? TF server, TF server, TF server with same name. But sir, why it is giving all the same names? If you go and launch from console also, if you give the name, it will give the same names or not? Yes or no? But no, sir, I don't want to give same name. I want to give for everything different. Then you need to use the concept called maps or not. Huh? Key de do, value de do. Key de do, value de do. Like, and then you need to have something called for loops little bit. Abhinay. Okay. So Abhinay, not good. Don't go there. So let's go one by one. Okay. Okay. So how to destroy? No, no. Terraform, simply what you call here, destroy. Okay. So before destroying, what I do here, how many files are there? Only one main.tf file is there. Which one? Main.tf. CC variables also declared inside it. My resources are also inside it. Main.tf contains all the time resource blocks. Remember. So here, but in that main.tf, we have given what? Variables also. But here, I told you yesterday on the first day of class, can we have a separate file for variables.tf? Yes or no? Can we have a separate file for variables.tf? Is it good to put in main.tf variables? Main.tf, you can keep it separately nice, only it contains resources what we'll create. And then from that main.tf, you call the some other files. Which file? Variable.tf. So either our Terraform has an intelligence to call directly that variables.tf. So what I do now, just I cut which one? Variables.tf, variables concept in main.tf. I'll create one more file called variables.tf. I'll put it over there. And let's run whether it will create or not. Should we do it? Should we do it? So before that, what I need to do? I need to destroy. It will destroy. So it is destroying everything. So now what I do is I'll just take those variables. So what is the file name that I need to create here? Variables.tf. Now, if I create, guys, in real time, don't destroy. You should not do that. Dinesh, in real time, you will never be doing destroy. Because if you destroy, the entire infrastructure is gone. It's just like putting bombs under your building. But you have a state file, no? You can recreate it. But thing is here, once you destroy it's gone. That's a dangerous command. So that is the reason why I said if I create and destroy, it will take time. So next time I'll do only plan. When project is no longer needed, of course. What Hydra is doing also same thing here. Our government Hydra. Uh, yeah. You and me will understand. Okay. Don't worry about Hydra. Okay, don't worry. Okay, so what we do now here, we'll create a separate variables.tf. So I copy paste everything here. Okay. And then I'll use the AMI. I'll let it use the same AMI. No problem. Okay. And then in main.tf, what I need to do? I need to delete the variables or not? Let's delete the variables. Let's say see here in variables.tf, what did I put? I put only resource block. I put only what? So I save it. So now if I do Terraform plan, what will do? It will create again 3 machines or not? So do we have any? So is it good to keep it in main.tf or it good to keep it in separate? So now next time, assume in main.tf, I have a lot of code setting up VPC. So separately, can you create a variables.tf and modify there only in one place? Why do you modify in all the places? Modify only in on one place. That is variables.tf. Variables.tf. Is this clear till here? Online, this is clear, Nana. Now, extension to this, we have something called Terraform TF-vars. Say that. Terraform TF-vars. Say that again. Online, put it in the chat, Nana. Terraform TF-vars. So Terraform TF-vars here is, now in our variables.tf, see here, in variables.tf, what did we give? We have given the variable block name, variable name, and default we have given the numbers or not? We're giving the numbers. Count we have given 3. AMI ID we have given AMI ID. Instance name we have given. Instance type T2 micro we have given. Instead of hard coding the values there, what did I initially? Initially, I wrote everything in main.tf. In main.tf, resource block is also there. Variable block is also there. In variable blocks, I am declaring the values. Now, and what I did, I removed the variables and put it in a separate file. In that variables.tf, I have the variables and the values for it. Now, I'll remove that values and put it in another file. Values meaning which one? Count is equal to 3. AMI is equal to AMID. Instance type is equal to T2 micro. Instance name is equal to TF server. I'll take that values and put it in a separate file. That file we call it as TF vars. What is that? Do I need to mention in the variable.tf my values? No need. So if I have my project, big project, I'll change my values only in one place. Instead of changing in everything in a big variable.tf. So where do you change all the values? TF vars. Which one? Online, put it in the chat. What's that? TF vars. So now let's go and remove those things in a TF vars. Not in TF, in the variables. See here. VI, which one? Variables.tf. See guys here. Now what I need to remove? Tell me here. I remove either default, remove it completely, or else you can just remove the 3 here. But I'm just removing the whole stuff. Remove the default. Here also remove the default. Remove the values. So now variable.tf contains only the variable declarations. I'm giving just only the variable names. Value declaration I'll be giving in TF vars, where I'm giving in the TF vars. In variable as TF, what I have? I'm just giving the variable names. What is this instance count? Variable name. What is this instance AMI? Variable name. What is this instance type? Variable name. So this variable name values, I'll give it to where? TF vars. So I save it and then we'll create a one more file. What is the file name here? So vi terraform dot TF vars. Say that. Say that. Terraform dot TF vars. Online, you got it? We can change it. So let us go with this first of all with TF vars. Okay. Okay. So finally we can change it, Nana. No problem. Right? So here what I have given is I'm creating. So sir, why do we create TF vars separately? But TF vars extension should be the same, but the names can be different. For example, resource block is same, variable file is TF file is same, but my TFR's values will be different with the different environments or not? Can I create a TFR called dev.tfrs development? Can I create prod.tfr? Can I create test.tfr? Can I give multiple TFRs files? And whichever the environment I can use it or not? Should we create now like this? How many TF? You can give terraform.tfr only one file, but here I'm giving what? Different files. Okay, which one I'm giving? Dev dot, which one? TF vars. Okay. In this, what is the variable names that we have given? One by one. Instance underscore count. How much? 3, but I'm giving. Okay, let's give. Anyways, I'm doing. Okay. Next variable. AMI. Okay. Next, instance underscore type. Which one? T2 micro. Next, instance underscore name. So, which one? Very good, Dave. Yes or no? Bas, khatam. Do the same thing for test prod. क्या करेंगे? Copy करो. Test dot tf what's or what is it called? Prod dot tf. You can have only one TFR files also fine, but I'm showing the best thing. We can have multiple also. Okay. Test को modify करो. And then can you give separate AMI ID also here? So can you give separate instance type also here? Here I call it as what? Test. And then VI, which one? Can I go with what here? Yes or no? You understand? Initially I had 1. Then I made it 2. Now I made it. This is the best. I gave the worst one first. Then I simplified it. Then it is now quickly simplified. Do I to so if you want to mention the variable names, where do you mention variable.tf? If you want to declare the values, then go for tf parse. So tf parse is for declaring the values. Main.tf contains only the resource block. Call that from variable type, variable.tf, var.variable name, var.variable name, var.variable. Getting it? So now we need to run this or not one by one. So what is the command to run? So Terraform, what is that? Apply --, auto approve. Now, if you hit enter, if you have only one Terraform.tf var files, only one file, it will pick up automatically. But how many files we have here? So we need to mention it or not? Logically, we need to mention it or not? If you don't have dev prod test, you have only one file, terraform.tf vars. Then it will take it by default or not. So here let us pass the variable -var -file. Which one? dev.tf vars. What will happen if I do this? How many machines will be created? I have given one with the name. Yes, let's hit it. Three, Acha, it's okay, no problem. Which one? Okay. So guys, if I go here, if I refresh it, how many servers got created here? See, 3 servers, all dev-servers. Now, good question for you. See, okay, अभी इसको एक. Now tell me what will happen. Very good. Online, what is your answer? Again, 3 servers will launch. Okay, I'll not do this. Um, by seeing this output, at least you tell me what happens. Huh? Understood. Because the name only will be updated. Because what is the only change between the TF vars here? Only the name, no? Only the name. If I have changed the instance type, then it will launch a new machines. But here the concept is we have a concept called workspace. What's that? Say that. Say that again. Workspace. Workspace, we are using something called default workspace. Which one? How we have namespaces in Kubernetes. Same concept. In Terraform also we have names. So what we need to create? We need to create a separate workspace for dev, separate workspace for tester, separate workspace for prod. If you create a separate workspace, separate state files will create. Separate state files will. If you create separate states files, it will create separate machines also or not. So here, as we are using the default workspace, that's why it is updating the names. If you have given the different workspace, it will launch the new machines or not. Getting it? Online, you got it, Nana? Okay, sure. So we are done with this topic. See here. So here, if we do, see here, Terraform workspace list. What's the command? Terraform workspace list. What is which one here showing? So tomorrow what we do, we'll create a separate workspaces, and then it will create separate state files. What is that separate? So what is the extension? Terraform.tf, what is the state file? Extension. TF state or not? What is the extension? State file extension. Terraform.tf state. So tomorrow, if we create a if we create a workspaces, it will create a directory. Inside that, it will create dev, test, prod directories. Inside that, they have their own state files. Okay, so can we use also, see here, we can destroy it also like this. And then also, uh, can I pass the variables or not like this? See, we call it as input variable. Say that. Here, how I am providing, see, directly input. Okay, let's say for example, if I do like this, what is asking? It is asking, this is called input variable. What is this called? So it is asking instance AMI, I need to give the AMI because you have not given the TF vars here. Understood? If you hit enter, it is asking for how many variables that you have declared, those many it will ask. This is called what? Input variables. Or else can you also pass it from the command prompt directly also or not? You can pass like this also. Okay. So let me stop it here. Okay. Is it clear till here, everyone? Online, is this clear? So let's destroy. Yeah. Understood now? Everyone clear? So now you need to carefully go and try do the practice. But it's easy for you. Terraform, understandable way online. So Terraform also you are learning in the smooth way, right? So it is really good. Otherwise, Terraform many people will run off. Very nice. So I'll put all the things in the Google Classroom. So please go through it. And tomorrow we'll continue with the variables concepts only. Okay? With the real-time examples. Okay, ma? Can I get the final CC for today online? Okay, I'll put it in directly. So that is all. Let's connect tomorrow with the next topic. Until then, guys, take care. See you tomorrow. Good night. Bye.